Week 1 with a real plan isn't about winning. It's about discovering if you can do what you said you'd do when it's uncomfortable. Most traders approach a new plan like it's supposed to prove itself immediately. Make money fast, feel good right away, show them it works. But that's not what the first week is for. The first week is a behavioral test, not a performance test. And if you go into it measuring the wrong thing, you'll quit before you give the plan a chance to work. Following your plan means tracking one metric. Did you follow it? Not did you make money? Not did it feel right? Did you do what the plan said when the conditions were met? That's the only question that matters in the beginning. Because if you can't answer yes to that question consistently, nothing else matters. You don't have a plan problem. You have an execution problem. And tweaking the plan won't fix that. Here's what following a plan actually looks like. The setup appears. Your plan says, take it. You don't feel great about it. Maybe you just took a loss. Maybe the market doesn't look clean. Maybe you're tired or distracted or second-guessing the conditions. But the plan says, take it. So you take it. That's execution. Not perfect analysis. Not confident conviction. Just doing what you said you'd do regardless of how you feel in the moment. Most traders think they're following their plan when what they're really doing is following their plan when it's easy. When the setup looks obvious. When they feel confident. When they've had a few wins. That's not plan adherence. That's convenience. Real adherence is following the plan when you don't want to. When your emotions are screaming at you to wait, to adjust, to make an exception. That's the test. And most traders fail it without realizing they're being tested. This is why structure feels wrong at first. Your brain is used to making decisions based on how you feel. That's its default. And when you introduce a plan, you're asking it to override that default and follow external rules instead. That feels like giving up control, like ignoring your instincts, like being rigid when the market demands flexibility. But that resistance is exactly what the plan is designed to interrupt. Because your instincts under pressure aren't helping you. They're protecting you from discomfort. And avoiding discomfort in trading just means avoiding the trades that matter. The shift is from asking, should I take this trade, to asking, did the plan trigger? If the plan triggered, you take it. If it didn't, you don't. There's no middle ground, no discretion, no interpreting whether it's close enough or good enough. The plan either says yes or it says no. And your job is to execute that answer, not debate it. This removes the emotional load. You're not deciding. You're following instructions. And that's the whole point. Metrics matter. But not the metrics you think. In the first 20 to 30 trades, you're not measuring profit. You're measuring adherence. How many times did the plan say take the trade and you took it? How many times did it say don't take the trade and you didn't? How many times did you take your stop when it was hit without negotiating or giving it more room? Those are the numbers that tell you whether you're following the plan. And if those numbers aren't high, your win rate doesn't matter. You're not testing the plan. You're testing whether you're willing to follow it. This is also when you learn the difference between review and revision. Review is daily. You look at your trades, check whether you followed the plan, note what you did well and where you deviated. That's accountability. Revision is something you do after you've proven you can follow the plan consistently. Not after 10 trades, after 20 or 30. Because until you've followed it long enough to give it a fair sample, you don't know if the plan needs changing or if you just need to execute it better. Most traders revise too early. They lose patience, tweak a rule, and reset the whole process. They never give the original plan a chance to prove itself. Following your plan is a commitment, not to the results, to the process. You're committing to execute the rules for a set number of trades, regardless of the outcome. That's the deal. And if you can't make that commitment, you're not ready for a plan. You're still looking for proof before you trust. But the plan can't give you proof until you've followed it consistently. And you won't follow it consistently until you commit to execution over outcome. That's the loop. And the only way through is to commit first. Week 1 isn't about making money. It's about proving to yourself that you can follow instructions when it's hard. That's the foundation. Everything else builds on that. But without it, you're just trading with good intentions. And good intentions don't survive contact with a losing streak.